Good morning, and let me continue the further portion of grammar, that is tenses. Okay, the present perfect continuous tense and verb form of present perfect continuous tense is subject plus has or have, that is auxiliary, modal auxiliary, plus been plus verb plus ing. Okay, subject, if it is first person I or we, then we have to use have. And second person, for second person you, that is also have. Third person plural, that is they, for that also have. They have been reading, I have been reading, you have been reading, we have been reading. Suppose the subject, if it is a third person singular, he, she, it, then only we have to use has in present perfect continuous tense. Okay, he has, she has, it has. And different uses of present perfect continuous tense. First one, present perfect continuous tense is used for an action which began at some time in the past and is still going on, still in progress. The action which has begun in the past, but at present, that is began, even at the time of speaking, it is still in progress. And now next also, for few minutes, next also in future, it may go on, it may continue, it may be in progress. So that is the event action which has begun some time ago, has continued till now, and is still going on, still in progress, still it is continuing. To indicate that one, we have to use present perfect continuous tense. For example, he has been sleeping for 5 hours. They have been playing since 4 o'clock. So once again here, for, f or prepositions for and since, they have been used in present perfect continuous tense. And for indicates the duration of time, length of period, amount of period. So here 5 hours. And since, when the beginning of the action time, if it is mentioned, then we have to use since. Here 4 o'clock, exactly at 4 o'clock. So for the time beginning of the action 4, it has been mentioned, so we have to use since. He has been sleeping for 5 hours, that is 5 years back he has slept. At present he is sleeping, and next also he may sleep. His action of sleeping, it is in progress, it is still, he is still sleeping, his action still going on. In the same way, they have been playing since 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock, exactly at 4 o'clock they started to play. Now that is their playing, it has continued till now and is still going on. So the action which has already begun in the past, at the time of speaking, it is going on, and even in future also it will be in progress, it will go on. To indicate that one, we have to use the present perfect continuous tense. Okay, next one, let's come to the next part, that is next form of tense, that is past tense. Okay, different uses of a past tense. First one is a simple past tense and its uses. So first one, the use of simple past tense, to indicate an action completed in the past, action which has already completed in the past period. Okay, she left school last year. Her leaving of her school, it has been already completed in the last year. And I received his letter a week ago. The action already completed. So already completed, to indicate that one, we have to use simple past tense. And next very important one, to express a habitual or regular action in the past. Habitual or regular action in the past, we have to use simple past tense. Actually, to indicate habitual or regular action, we have to use a simple present tense. But here in the past, the actions which are regular, which were that is going on, which were in habit. So but in past, to indicate that one, we have to use simple past tense. The action which was regular, the action which was in practice, but in past. So here one more very important point: the verb is often accompanied by an adverbial phrase like every day. So for example, every day he read a few chapters of the Gita. Here he read, actually read, spelling same. Even in present tense, spelling same, read, but pronunciation read. But here read, though the pronunciation same, but though the spelling same, pronunciation different. He read. So every day he read a few chapters of the Gita. So reading of the chapters of Gita, it was regular for him, but in past, it was habitual in past. His mother gave him some pocket money every day. And next one is the past continuous tense. Okay, once again, verb form of the verb, was or were plus verb plus ing. Once again here, with I with a singular noun, that is with a singular noun, singular pronoun, that is with I, he, she, it. We have to use was, I was, he was, she was, it was. But with plural, that is we, you, they, we have to use were. You were, we were, they were. So they were chatting. He was chatting. I was chatting. You were chatting. Okay, different uses. That is to express an action in the progress in the past. So the action which was in progress. So in past, the action, it was going on, but in the past it was in progress. So I was ironing my shirt when the electricity failed. I was ironing my shirt when the electricity failed. So the action of ironing, it was in progress. So during that period, electricity failed, or the power it has gone. So during that past period, the action of ironing, it was in progress. In the same way, the boys were playing in the garden when it started to rain. So when the rain started, during that period, the action of playing, it was in progress, it was going on, it was continuing. Next one is the past perfect tense. And the verb form of past perfect is subject plus had plus past participle of the verb. So here, so just observe the point. Subject, whether it is first person I, we, second person you, third person he, she, it, or they, we have to use in auxiliary or in have form, we have to use had. So whether it is that is so 1 minute. Whether it is have, whether it is subject, whatever it is, first person, second person, third person, irrespective of person, we have to use had. So subject, I had, we had, you had, they had, he, she had, plus past participle of the verb, that is the third form of the verb. Write, written, read, read, come, came, again come, sing, sang, sung. So sung, it is a third form. So different uses of past perfect tense. To express an action in the past which was completed before another action, and that another action, it was also in the past. For example, the train had left when I reached the station. When we reached the theatre, the play had begun. So just here observe, actually in both the sentences A and B, we have two actions in first sentence. Take the example of sentence A. Here also we have two actions. the train had left, that is one action. When I reached the station, that is one more action. Even though here we, and one more very important, both the actions they are already in the past tense. The train had left, past tense. When I reached the station, that is also past tense. But the point here that though in this sentence we have two actions and both the actions have taken in past only, but one action has occurred earlier than the other. So here though two actions are here, but one action has taken earlier than the other. Okay. When we observe this sentence, which action has taken earlier than the other? Either two actions. The train had left, that is one. When I reached the station, that is another action. So here the action which has occurred earlier than the other, that is mainly the train had left. So later only I reached the station. So the action which has occurred earlier than the other, that action to be written in the past perfect tense. In the second also, when we reached the theater, the play had begun already. So we reached the theater, that is one action. The play had begun already, that is another action. Again here when we think of both the action, the first, and that is the play had begun already. That action, beginning of the play, it is already started. It has occurred earlier than the first one, that is our reaching to the theater. And next use, to express an unfulfilled wish in the past. Unfulfilled wish means it was my wish, but in the past it was my wish, but it was not fulfilled, it was not completed. So to indicate that one, we have to use, that is past perfect tense. For example, I wish I had accepted the job. It was my wish to accept the job, but now I regret. Now I am sorry I didn't accept the job. So I feel sorry mainly because I did not accept the job. In the same way, I wish I hadn't written that letter. So actually it was my wish not to write the letter, but what to do? I had already written the letter. So I already wrote it. Now I feel sorry. Now I regret. In the same way, to express an unfulfilled condition in the past. For example, if condition here means if he had worked hard, he would have passed. But he didn't work hard, so he failed. If he had gone in a taxi, he would have caught the train. But he didn't go in a taxi, so he didn't catch the train. So here also both the conditions, they were not fulfilled. So once again I do feel very sorry. Thus here especially this past perfect tense, it is mainly used to indicate an action which to indicate unfulfilled wish in the past, and also to express unfulfilled condition in the past. So we use mainly past perfect tense. Okay, thank you. Take care.